This is a video game room tour for 2014. I'll walk around, show you guys what I got real quick, and here we go. So first off, we'll start off over at this wall. Move back so you can get an idea. That's where I keep most of my boxes for the systems that I have. We'll start off over here. We got the PS3 God of War. We got the Nintendo Wii U, the Zelda one. PlayStation 2, Fat. We got the Xbox 360 arcade one. Mortal Kombat Fight Stick. And we got a PlayStation 1. That was a early released one. Another PlayStation 1. That was the one that came out at launch. There's the PS2 Slim. And the Sega Genesis 3. Some of these I don't have room for. So there are actually in the boxes, like the PS2s are still in there. That one's still in the box. Genesis is still in the box. That one's out. That one's out. That one's hooked up. That one's hooked up. Alright, over here we got part of my NES collection. Up here we got my GameCube collection. I don't have very many GameCube games, so let's see if we zoom in here, take a little peek at what I do have. I do have a couple good ones, like where is it? Where the hell is that one? Someone take it from me? No. There it is. This one's pretty hard to find, the Digiman Rumble Arena 2. That's a pretty hard game to find. I picked that up at a rental store not too long ago. One of the very few that are still open. And this one's pretty hard to get. And I got that one in a trade. Over here we got my NES games. I got about 300 in here. Some of the manuals, but we got some good titles over here. I don't know if you can read those, but some pretty good titles. Zeldas, Donkey Kong, all the Castlevanias. Got all the Turtle ones, including where is it? Tournament Fighters, I believe. Yeah, got that one. That's actually a pretty cool game. I don't know if any of you ever played it, but it's actually a pretty cool game for the NES. Then I started to alphabeticalize them, so for the most part they're kind of alphabeticalized. Go through those a little bit here so you can see some of them. Down here, the bottom shelf is mostly just the sports games. I keep those at the bottom because they're sucky sports games. Alright, moving on. Next we got another wall of boxes. We got the original Xbox, that's still in the box. We got the Wii, that's hooked up. Got my Mario Dance Dance Revolution there, or whatever, for the GameCube. Bought that for my son when he was like 5. He was super into Mario, but he doesn't give a shit about him anymore. We got some Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. got the steering wheel. That fell down. We got the steering wheel for the ColecoVision. Got some Xbox stuff here. Still in the box, like never opened. Here's some of my complete in-boxed N64 games. I don't have too many complete in the box. Looks like 4. But to start, there's my N64 complete in the box. Texas Instrument home computer. That's all there, all the pieces, and the ColecoVision. That's complete in the box. The box is a little beat up, but it's all complete. It's all there. We got some Donkey Kong Jenga. This game right here for the ColecoVision is really hard to find, especially with the box, complete in the box, the manual and everything. Blockade Runner, that's a hard one to get. Got some Super Cobra, that's another good one. We got some River Raid. I don't have too many ColecoVision games. I got the 3 you see there. I got Donkey Kong that came with it. I also have the Turbo Racing or something that you can use the steering wheel with. Let's see, over here we got my mini arcade games. These I all got as I was growing up as a kid. As they came out, my mother would buy them for me, birthday, Christmas. So I got them all. Down here we got my Dreamcast collection. Not too huge, but it's a nice collection. Got the little arcade stick there. It's pretty hard to come by. There's the system. That's complete in box. Got an extra controller, keyboard. There's some of my games. I don't have too many games, but I got some good ones. Alright, and down here, this is really hard to find here. This was a case to hold your Atari 2600. I think the only way to get it was a mail-in for it or something. But I found this years ago at I don't know, garage sale or something. Picked it up cheap. There's my Odyssey. I only got a couple games for that. They're actually in the box. One of them is pretty hard to find. It's Super Cobra for the Odyssey, and that's all my games that I have for it are complete in the box. I think I only have 2 or 3, but that system does not get used too often. There's my Atari 5200 games. There's a system. I have a bunch of games in that box too. A couple of them are complete in the box with instructions and stuff. So I got quite a few games. They do have like maybe 15 games stuffed in that box along with the system and everything else. Everything's complete. There's a 2600. That's complete. That's got a few games stuffed in there. There's my boxed Atari 2600 games. There's my little Ewok dude. That was mine when I was a kid. There's my poor N64 system. Doesn't get used very often, but when I do play the N64, that is the one I use. That one I keep in the box. I don't have a box for that one, unfortunately. Here's my games. I don't have too many N64 games, but all the ones that I do have are really good ones. So I got all the good ones that you would most likely want to play. I got about 40, maybe a little bit more. Let me see here. I got a list. Here is my list. I have 45 N64 games. You probably can't read that, but give you an idea of what I have. There's a couple poop games in the list, but most of them are really good ones. Alright. Moving on. Here's my couch. That's what I sit on to play my video games. Okay. Let's go over here. Here's my little shelf. We have the Virtual Boy with a Nintendo hat. A couple comics. A little mushroom dude that my wife made. I only have 4 Virtual Boy games. You know, tennis. Teller Boxer, Galactic Pinball, and Wario Land. Everybody picks on the Virtual Boy, but I think is actually pretty cool. And every time I do play it, I enjoy it. It doesn't give me headaches or anything. So, next we got the awesome system here, the Vectrex. I do have the box and everything for it. It's complete, but it's so awesome, and I use it so often that I just keep it out of the box. I don't have too many games. There's the game that's built in, and then I have 4 games for it. They're all complete with everything, the little things that you put on the screen and everything. Down here I got some of my little small systems. Game Boy Micro. I got some DS games in there. Another DS. This one was cool. The SP, the Famicom Color one. It was like a special edition. A couple of my Game Boy Advance games. Got the Magic 8 Ball. This video awesome. Let's see what it says. Most likely, yep. So you guys are watching an awesome video. Here's my Game Boy Advanced e-reader bundle. That was a pretty cool bundle. Game & Watch, some of my Club Nintendo stuff that I got. Here's a little Mario watch I got when I was a kid. I still have that. Here's some Atari 2600 stuff, my NES wireless controllers. You see some of the games that I have. I got a ton of games for the 2600. I fire this system up every once in a while. One of the games that I like to play with other people is, what's it called? Warlords. That's a pretty fun game when you play with other people. And then my favorite game is Kaboom. Kaboom for the Atari 2600. Here's some of my PS1 games. I got another stack behind there. Here's some of my original Xboxes. That's the big behemoth. That was all modded and does all the crazy stuff. There's the Halo edition with the game. I actually picked the system up for 35 bucks with the 2 controllers from some guy, and then this game, it was so weird. I went dumpster diving over at GameStop, and shortly after I had bought this system, and what's in the garbage? This. And it goes with the system. It's the not for resale version. It's the one that came with the system. So that was a cool find, because I mean, I'm talking, I found this last year in 2013 in the GameStop dumpster. Crazy. Anyways, moving on. This is my little Game Boy collection. Got the Sega Nomad. Some other Game Boys down there. Some SpaghettiOs. Saving that just in case of the apocalypse. I'll have at least a can of SpaghettiOs saved. Keep me alive for a day. or two. There's some of my Game Boy games. It's a cool little thing. It's like a suitcase, an old suitcase from back in the NES days. Alright. Here's some of more of my NES collection. I got a system backup. This is my backup system. It's complete in box. It's got all the plastic and all the papers that came with it, but I've never had to use it because my other one still works great. The Power Glove. Gotta love the Power Glove. Got one of the games there for it. The other game I have inside the box. Some pictures of family and friends. Little Mario dude. Luigi, actually. This is something my sister made for me for my birthday. It's pretty funny. This is my computer area where I play my computer games. When I do play them, which isn't too often because I've been playing all my old shit lately. That's my system. Alright, let me get to that part after. Alright, come back over here. Here's some more of my PlayStation 1 games. We got a lot of good games. We got some Toomba and Wild Arms, Mega Mans, Soul Blade, Darkstalkers. We got all the Mortal Kombats. Lots of good shit. What do we got down here? I think I got all my Final Fantasies down there. Chrono Cross. And then I got the where the fuck is it? Oh, right here. Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy Chronicles. If you're gonna play, this is a cheap way to get Chrono Trigger. But if you have it for the Super Nintendo, definitely recommend playing it on the Super Nintendo because load times on the PS1 suck. Anyways, moving on. Here's where I have some of the systems hooked up. Got my Super Nintendo. I love that one. Some Super Nintendo games in here. Got Metal Warriors. That's a hard one to get. Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate. It's probably one of my favorite games that we definitely play often here. I got a lot of good games in here. Got Chrono Trigger, Rock and Roll Racing, UFA 2. Got all the Street Fighters, Contra 3. What else do I got here? Secret of Evermore. Oops. Breath of Fire. Got Castlevania. Zelda. What else do I got? Secret of Mana. Final Fantasy back there. There's more, but I don't want to take up all the time. Put these back. Metal Warriors. That one goes first because I got lucky on that one. There's my PS2. Got a couple PS2 games there. Some more over there. We still use this. There's the Wii. There's my stereo. What we got over here? We got the 360, and there's the NES that I've been using for 15 years. Got this one definitely, I would say, 15 years ago, and it's never given me a problem. I've been using it for 15 years, and we use it quite a bit. And as long as the games are clean, it works, no problem. A bunch of more manuals stashed there. There's a TV that I use to play all the games on. Here's some more of my NES collection. These are all right in there. In that case are all the unlicensed games that I have. I don't have too many, only 16, 17 of them. Some more games. There's a lot of good games that I got. We got Scat, Jetsons, Rescue Rangers 2, the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons games. Got all the Dragon Warriors, Mario's Time Machine, La Emperor. Got all the Mega Mans. Here's my Nintendo lamp that I made with the power button to turn it on. Cool. Alright, here's my Atari. This is the one I use. It's the original Heavy Sixer model. This is the one that came out of California. There's some of the games. Some more games over here. There's some of my guitars for the systems. Here I got my PS1 long box collection. I'm starting to get there. I mean, there's a lot. Definitely don't have them all, but I'm getting there. Starting. Here's some PS2 games. Original Xbox games. We got some more PS2. We got some PSP games stashed back there, and my PC games. The only PC games that I collect are the Unreal Tournament, because I played the shit out of Unreal Tournament back in the day. Wii controllers. We got some cool Star Trek cups. I forget where I got those. McDonald's, Burger King, maybe. There's some stuff there. There's my cat. There's my arcade machine. Should be on. Let's see. Yep. It's on. I was just sleeping. Alright. Up on this shelf I got my PSP, God of War edition. Got my old smartphone, my old PlayStation smartphone. Got a PlayStation Mini in there with the TV screen. Another PSP. A Game Gear collection. Not too huge, but it's all like complete. 2 games complete, systems complete. We got all this is all boxed and complete, and 4 games that are just kind of hanging out. Sega Genesis collection. It's all boxed and everything's complete. I got some good games for this one. We got the Contra, got all the Mortal Kombats. Outrun's cool. Golden Axe is cool. Street Fighter. That's that. That's Hyperstone for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Controller box. What do we got up here? Game Genie. That's not complete, but it's close. There's some more games I got. Streets of Rage. All the Sonics. 1, 2, 3. Probably got the other ones. Excuse me. Power plug. Genesis power plug. It's like some super duper thing. Make any Genesis controller the ultimate weapon. I got 2 of those. Alright. Okay. Here is my Master System collection. It's all complete in the box. A couple good games here. Got a lot of crap ones, but I got Alpha's pretty hard to come by, and it's actually a decent game. Outrun. That's actually a pretty good game. I always loved Outrun. Arcade, home systems, doesn't matter. I always liked that one. Here's my Sega CD, complete in the box. A couple of 32X games. Here's some more Super Nintendo games. Super Scope, complete in the box. The box for my Super Nintendo. A couple boxed Super Nintendo games. Final Fight 2. Got Mortal Kombat. NBA Showdown. Rumble. Game Genie. There's some more Super Nintendo games. We got some hard to get ones in here. We got some Mega Man X, Mega Man X2, Final Fight 3, Turtles in Time, all the Donkey Kongs. We got Sunset Riders. Some Super Mario there. What else we got? We got Kirby's Dreamland 3, Kirby Superstar, Joe and Mac, Zombies Ate My Neighbors, something stuffed back there. And the dungeon room. This is where all the stuff I own, video game wise, that I have no room for. And that's it. Thanks for watching.